Good evening, I'm Karen Larson. So glad you're with us tonight. Floodwater from the weekend storms is really building up at one of Oklahoma's popular lakes. 2 Works for You's Tony Russell is at Grand Lake, where water is splashing over the top of the Pensacola Dam's floodgates.
It's a sight to see Grand Lake this high, teetering near 755. That's the highest elevation that the lake can go before water actually starts to spill over the flood control gates here. For a lot of people who live here on Grand Lake, they've seen this flooding go on for 6 weekends in a row, the most they've ever seen since they lived out here. And people who live below the dam, they're aware of the real danger as well, as more flooding hits close to home. Pensacola Dam is roaring once again.
This lake came up 2 feet overnight, and just when we thought it was getting down to where it might be manageable again. So we got to roll with punches, man.
Floodwaters keeping lake levels incredibly high.
Came down from Wichita through the back roads, and a lot of bridges had water up to the top. We were wondering if we were going to make it all the way through, so very interesting flooding situation up here.
Floodwaters rushing downstream out of the Pensacola Dam at the direction of the Army Corps of Engineers.
We're making the gate operations that they direct us to make, and we're trying to, as I said, we're just trying to get it down as safely and quickly as we possibly can, being mindful of all the conditions that you have to understand in a situation like this.
High water has plagued this year's boating season, but Grand Lakers are no stranger to this.
When something like this happens, and this would not be the first 4th of July that we've had high water. There was one maybe 8-10 years ago, and you know what? We survived, and we will again.
And Grand Lake officials do tell me that the water coming out of the lake from the spillway gates and the flood control gates has gone down. Sometime this morning around 145,000 cubic foot per second to about 108. At Grand Lake, Tony Russell, 2 Works for You.